Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. Let's have a look at Monster Strike at the latest EX stage for Saihi. And I'll talk about the actual character in the monster review video, but the character is very good, so I recommend everybody go for her, especially free-to-play characters. And then the way that her stage appears is like Dyna. You play the quest, Saihi appears, and then you can go into the regular event area, and then you'll have one chance at her unlocked. That'll be good for 24 hours. So in the missions that you're playing, in order to make her appear, you can use a team good for there, use a max luck, but when you go into Saihi, then you can pick a team that is good specifically for her. You can bring all Hatcher monsters, since it's a set drop mission. And then I do recommend that, especially if you're going just for the single clear, and then the single drop, possibly. And then gimmicks here are gravity barriers, mines, and some damage walls. The most important thing to address, though, would be the mines, and then null gravity barrier. We don't really need people with a null damage wall. The other two gimmicks are more important. And then here's my team. First is Shinji Kaoru. They are a Pierce with Minesweeper and null gravity barrier. They're also light, so they get the damage advantage here. Next up is Monster Rose. She is a Pierce with Flight and null gravity barrier. So she won't be able to pick up the mines, but she does have the null gravity barrier Slayer, so she'll get extra damage on most people in this mission. Next is Monster Bright. He is a Bounce with Minesweeper and null gravity barrier. And then my friend, which is also my own character, is Kuhuring. She's another Pierce with null gravity barrier and Minesweeper, I think M. She also has a null everything strike shot, so that's useful for the damage walls. And then at the beginning of this mission, we saw the guys that with the guns that shoot out in a cross pattern. They're just there for damage. If we take down the wizard with the counterattack mark on him, though, then these wolves will come out. And then the wolves, they also have counterattacks. They will shoot out damage walls when we take them down. And then later, when we get to the mini-boss and the boss, they will also lower the defense of that boss or mini-boss character. So it'll be important to take down the wolves at the right time there. But same deal here. We'll take down the wizard and then summon the wolves. And then the wizard does have a 5-turn long attack. It's better to not be hit by that. It won't kill us, but it will do lots of damage, so if we're not at full HP, that may take us down. And I was happy to use Monster Bright here. He's a really strong character, but there haven't been a ton of places where he is the best, you know. He does have to kind of compete with Pandora Evolution, but here he was really great, so yeah, happy to use him here. And it's kind of cool to use Monster Bright and Monster Rose on the same team, because they're part of the same Power Rangers team. Maybe I could have done Monster Clover as well, but he doesn't have any mine or flight, whatever, so that wouldn't have been a good idea. Okay, so here we're going to see the defense down come into play. Once we take down one of the wolves, then the mini-boss there will get the defense down, and then we can get damage into them. And then ideally, we would take down just one wolf a turn, just so that we can maximize the number of turns that the boss has the defense down. Alright, so one turn goes by, the defense down wears off. So yeah, that's why we need to do every turn if we can. But Monster Rose, she has the Slayer, so she can still get in decent damage, even without the defense down. Here I was hoping against hope to end up on the left side of the boss. I guess the sprite is smaller than it seems, so I was able to get in there and get some damage on the weak point. And yeah, as we can see, there are the damage walls, but there are also blocks, so if we can use those successfully, we can avoid damage. And then the damage from the damage walls is not so bad, as we shall see, yeah. So you can hit it a few times and it won't be the end of the world, but of course, better not to hit it. Okay, same deal here. We want to take down the wolves in order to raise the mini-boss's defense. But in this stage, we have to take down the wizard first in order to get those wolves out, so let's do that. Let's see if this is enough. Okay, great. Alright, so out come the wolves, up come the blocks. And then again, we want to take down, one wolf a turn, just to maximize the number of turns that we can do damage to the boss. And then our maximum HP is being drained by the boss. But it's not as damaging as some other stages with this gimmick. And then there we saw the kind of the cloud, or the mist or whatever. But that will hurt you if you have many characters that are duplicates. So you want to kind of mix up your team if you can. But just like Hakua and Dyna, we saw that if we take down the mini-boss, we will get that one guaranteed drop. So it is possible to get 3 drops in one run, if everything goes right. And so you could make the max luck of Saihi, if you went very, very hard at it. The appearance rate, I hear, is pretty good. If you play for an hour, you'll probably get 1 appearance of Saihi. That's what I hear from folks on the internet. I'm not going to go for the max luck, but it would be a great idea to do that. She's very, very good. Alright, so here I want to, lower the boss's defense. I can do that by getting rid of the wolf, but my HP is pretty low. So I'm going to use Kuhudin's strike shot. That will give me the null damage wall. And then I can get rid of the wolf, not take damage from the damage walls. Alright, so there I saw that Shinji Kaoru had the null gravity barrier on the gauge. So I'm going to miss the gauge, just to, lower my speed, so I don't hit the damage wall as much. Pick up the heart, and then take down the boss. Alright, so here we are in the boss stages, but same deal as before. So let's try to take down the wizard. Okay, very good. Okay, then we'll try to take down some wolves. There goes one, that is excellent. Here with the Shinji Kaoru, let's aim up. Let's try to get into the boss. Okay, great. Alright, I would love to take down that wolf, but I don't really see a good angle. So we're just going to use Monster Rose's strike shot. And yeah, even without the defense down, very good damage. And then Monster Bright has the command strike shot, which would be great for this mission. But the timing of when to use it is difficult. It would be a waste to use it now, because we might take down multiple wolves in one turn, and that would not be a good use of that. It would be best to do it after the boss has the defense down, of course. But then you also have the damage walls out, so... Yeah, it's not a very easy to use strike shot in this mission. Here I'm debating whether I want to use Shinji Kaoru's strike shot. I decided against it in the end. Yikes. So let's do some concentrated damage on the boss. That's decent. Alright, HP is not looking good. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, not a lot of attacks that turn, so that was fine. And then here again, I'll use Kofudian Strike Shot. We'll pick up the heart, we'll get the null damage wall, and then we'll see if we can take down some guys as well. Okay, good. So that's all of the little guys gone. And then I think that was a critical in the boss's weak point, so that was a great, great help. Very lucky. Yeah, a little bit of carryover damage also. Okay, we'll do some damage to the gun guys. Here again, I had the weak point right in front of me, but yeah, I wanted to get rid of the gun guys, so we'll do that. Okay, and then we'll try to get rid of the wizard. Maybe I should have gone for a pinch shot in between the wizard and the boss, or like the wizard and the wall. But I went for a shallow angle instead. Okay, so last turn before the wizard has the super attack, so we're definitely gotta get rid of him. Okay. Alright, and then here again, we'll just, you know, take down wolves. And then let's use Monster Rose's Strike Shot again, since we have it up. Alright, took down 2 wolves, but that's okay. And then here I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to use Monster Bright's Strike Shot, the Command Strike Shot. Hopefully not hit the boss on the right, hit that block up there, set off Monster Rose. Amazingly, I came down and I got Shinji Kaoru moving as well and took down the boss. Alright, so quite a few close calls in there, but I was able to get the 3 drops. And yeah, if you're going just for the single clear, I highly recommend to bring all Hatcher monsters that you can. And Kofudian is pretty good because of her null everything strike shot. Alright, next video we'll do a monster review of Saihi. Alright, thanks for watching and we'll see you again. Take care.